But I want you to understand this thing before I pray for you for the last time. The Bible told us in the book of Genesis that God created the universe and the things that are inside through words. He covered things and they appear. He left us with that ability. God did not finish creation because there were still things He wants us to continue. So creation is a movement, is a continuous movement that God has called us to venture in. So God did not finish the creation, and that is why there are things that was left for us to create. Things like this was a system that He taught us, that when things are not going well in your life, these are the tools. The Bible says He called things that were not, and as though they were. Those things were not, but through this system they became. Why? Because whenever a God is calling, everything we have to be suspended and listen to what that God is saying. So whenever another God is saying you are God, so whenever that God, that the greatest God has created is talking, situation and season should wait to hear what that God is saying. So when things are going wrong in my life and I began to pray, the trouble should wait to hear what that God, me, is talking. My life is nothing to write home about. I am not complaining because God does not complain. God does not complain. They know that there are possibilities for change. They know, God knows that there is no impossibility. In fact, whenever you call God, God does not have any limits. He's not being bound with time. So time does not hold Him. So God understands this dimension of creation. So He did not just create things so that we will see. Even in creation was a teaching to us. There was something for us here to learn. It's not just that He created it. He was teaching us how we can still create things. And He was teaching us that there are still more things to create through creation. Did you know why I believe so? It's because when God created Adam, all the animals, the cattle, and everything He created, God did not name them. The God the Father, the God the Son, the God the Holy Spirit did not name those things He created. So He now waited because He has created another God that should operate in the same realm with Him. And the Bible said that He waited to hear what Adam will call all those things He created. And the Bible said everything that Adam called those things, exactly that was what they be. God did not change the name of anything because He knows that when a God speaks, He speaks final. He knows that when a God speaks, God does not speak suggestion, they conclude things. So He knows that God does not suggest, they conclude. So immediately Adam called those things, he called their names. The Bible says whatsoever Adam called them, that they be. That is exactly how God functions. If it were to be a man, the man would have been complaining, okay, what would I call this one now? What would be the name of this animal? What would be the name? Gods in the realm of the spirit, gods, they already know what everything should be called. So it is men that suggest. A man can look at something and say, should I call it this? The realm of the spirit already know the name that thing is supposed to be. So that was the same authority that Adam had with God. That was the kind of thing that was deposited in the life of Adam. So when you look at any animal, you already know what they should be. Adam did not look at lion and say, why don't we call this lion wolf? No, he already know. The realm of the spirit has already introduced him to that because he has created another God on earth. That was exactly what happened. So when your life is not changing, don't come as a man, come as a God. God conclude matters. They don't negotiate. Gods don't complain. So when you come as a man, you will begin to complain because there are a lot of things that the man has seen that is making him to conclude. But when that man began to see as God, he knows that he's not supposed to complain. He's supposed to command or conclude because God does not complain. So when my life is not looking like how I want it to look like, I should not come with a complaint. I should come as God, because when you come as God, you already know that so my life is not like this. There is a tendency, there is a possibility, but the possibility, the realm of the spirit has not brought it near to you. So you go into the realm of the spirit and bring it out. When you go in the realm of the spirit, you draw it more near. That's exactly how God functions. God does not negotiate. God does not complain. God